What's going on, guys? Cameron here, Jacob Knight next to me, and welcome to another trailer reaction. This time, it's completely opposite from the boys. We're doing Kung Fu
I was
Panda.
thinking that earlier today when we were talking about recording this.
Yeah.
I was like, we have our first two reactions are the boys, and then
Kung
Kung
Fu
Fu Panda 4, two completely different
Yeah,
things.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, especially when we talked about animated movies, we ranked them, and now here we are. We're doing Kung Fu Panda reaction. So, so Kung Fu Panda, the first one's one of my favorites of all time. If you watch the animated rankings, if you haven't watched it, please go do so. We talked about our favorite animated movies, and where we ranked them. But Kung Fu Panda, the last time we got a Kung Fu Panda movie was in 2016. 7 years ago was the last time we got a Kung Fu Panda movie. Now, I am ashamed to admit, the first Kung Fu Panda is my favorites. Is one of my favorite out of the three. And while 2 and 3 also have excellent villains, I just don't remember much about those films.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. The first one is great and a movie I've seen multiple times and love. I've seen the second and third one. Don't remember much about them. So before this fourth one comes out, I'm gonna have to watch all three.
We're due for a rewatch.
Yeah.
Now I'll rewatch the first one too. I mean, I'm not gonna skip my chance of not rewatching.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kung Fu. I mean, we knew that this was coming out for a while. But I'm pretty excited because, like I said, as much as I don't remember from the second and third one, I know that voice acting was always great and the villains were always great. So I'm pretty excited for this.
Do you know anything about this fourth one? Because I read like a plot summary.
Yeah, I did
about it earlier today.
Yeah, okay. I know a little bit. I know who the villain is. I know that there's going to be multiples. And I know, what's the premise behind it. So, but we'll get more into that as we watch the trailer and kind of dissect what we see. But if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on our links below. Follow us on our new Twitter above as well, @super and or @slash and super. Sorry, my bad. Still trying to get used to the whole Twitter handle thing, or X, pardon. But without further ado, we are going to watch the Kung Fu Panda trailer. 3, 2, 1, go.
It is time to take the next step on your journey.
I'm not going to be the Dragon Warrior anymore?
You will advance to spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Keep your surf off my turf!
Dinner, please. Dinner with peas in a sesame soy glaze.
This is not working at all.
Tai Lung, big fan. Once I possess the kung fu of every master villain, no one will dare question my power.
Not even the great Dragon Warrior.
Tai Lung back.
Who's that?
The most powerful shape-shifting sorceress, the chameleon.
How do I find this, the chameleon?
I'm gonna lead you right to her front door.
It was against an army!
Then we'll just have to get an army of our own.
What is this place?
The best crooks and criminals live
It
here.
looks
You're a
cinematic.
wanted criminal?
Yes.
You sound surprised. Is it surprising?
Now you kids be careful of those fireworks.
Violence makes our tummies tingle.
Why should we help you?
We can take down the chameleon together.
Being the Dragon Warrior, it's who I am. Skadoosh. What do I know about being a spiritual leader?
What is it you're holding?
A cookie?
You were chosen to become something more
like
than you already are.
Ooh, I almost choked me.
How should we do this? Quick and painless? Or slow and painful?
Okay, hey, Quan.
You finally met your match, chameleon.
We're not so different, you and I.
Stand back.
I'm gonna kick my butt.
How stupid. I mean, that's like such an interesting villain.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool how the villain was it Chameleon?
Yeah,
Is that the villain's name?
voiced by Viola
Yeah.
Davis. Great choice, by the way. We need more Viola Davis in our lives.
Yeah. That was cool how turned into Poe.
Yeah.
So he was fighting himself there.
And turned into Tai Lung, too. So, my question is, when she draws Tai Lung, does she, like, draw Tai Lung from, like, the afterlife or something? Or if it is Tai Lung dead?
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
Because he did
I'm
the
sure...
whooshy finger hold on him, right?
Yeah.
And blew him up, basically.
Yeah, I'm sure maybe they're gonna retcon something about the first one, or like he ended up surviving it or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, but like he had like this like yellow glow around him.
Yeah.
When he was getting like, so it's like he's like from the afterlife or something.
Oh, okay.
And then
so
she took his soul from him.
Yeah. So she's gonna be the main villain, but also too along with it, it's gonna be like the afterlife versions of the villains in 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now imagine we get. We get, so if we're getting Tai Lung back, we're gonna get villains 2 and 3 back.
Mm-hmm.
You would assume.
Yeah.
Which means we're gonna.
I think that's what it said in the plot summary. It said like she can like, or it's gonna be all the villains coming back plus the new one for the 4th.
Yeah, and
yeah,
there was some concerns because we didn't see the Furious 5 at all.
No, that's what I was wondering too. I was like, how much are they gonna be in this movie? Because I'm wondering, did they get, because the Furious 5, what was it? Angelina Jolie, right? Is the
right.
Tigress.
And then you have
Seth
Crane,
Rogen.
and then
Mantis.
Yeah,
like they're big actors that make the voice.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they got them back for the movie, or if maybe they're like a little cameo or something. I'm wondering how much they're actually in it.
Yeah, me too. But
if they aren't in it.
No,
if they aren't in it, then that's a tall task. Him going against.
Yeah,
villains?
I've seen reports. Deadline or Variety said that they're coming back. That they're confirmed. So, but like there was concerns though because I didn't see them at all in the trailer, and people that saw the trailer before we did, basically said, "Where's the Furious 5?" Because if I remember correctly, in the third film, they were basically non-existent. In the third film, they were not.
Like, yeah, see, I don't even remember. I gotta rewatch the second and third because I don't even remember that.
That's what I remember. I remember that they weren't in the film that much. But yeah, villain is a good. It's a interesting villain. I feel like.
And I heard that so the new Poe is going to be choosing the new Dragon Warrior for this one.
Yes.
And the new Dragon Warrior is going to be voiced by Awkwafina.
Yeah, which is the little fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know a lot of people like to dump on Awkwafina, but I mean, I get it. Poe can't be the Dragon Warrior forever.
Yeah. I don't hate her, but from what I've seen, she's always been like my least favorite thing about the thing she's in. Like I don't know.
The scuttlebutt.
I haven't seen the Little Mermaid remake, but I heard that she was annoying in that. And then
it was catchy, but you could tell is not. Yeah.
And then she was in Renfield, and she was my least favorite thing about Renfield. And then I didn't really care for her in Shang-Chi, so
she was good in Shang-Chi. I thought,
Yeah.
But I mean, she's always been more of a voice actress. I never really considered her a real good like voice. Like an actual actress.
Yeah.
But I feel like she'll do good in this type. Like, I heard that she was good in Raya the Last Dragon, so like something like this, like kind of like that.
I think because the Kung Fu Panda, like the animated movies, they're very like chaotic and crazy. You know, you're seeing kung fu action with a panda and different animals, and then Jack Black is always very over the top with his voice acting. Mm-hmm. So I think her being a voice actress in this movie, I think it'll match with how over the top her voice is.
Yeah. Now, I have a bit of a theory here.
Okay.
What if Shifu dies and Po becomes the new master, and then Awkwafina's character becomes the Dragon Warrior? That's what I'm thinking.
That's what it didn't straight up say that, but it's I think I read earlier today that Poe's the one that chooses the Dragon Warrior.
Right, so he's like Oogway.
Yeah, that could be true where he takes place of
what Oogway was, maybe?
Yeah.
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 I would assume. But I mean, it's a kids movie, so we see some like little kids things in here and some quirky kids action. But the chameleon like villain itself,
there was some cool
nice.
Like I said, we remember the first one the most out of the three.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like some cool callbacks, like with him holding the cookie, like stuff like that happened in the first one.
Where, and then Oogway.
One of my favorite parts of the first one was when he's training him, by he keeps grabbing the was it the dumpling?
Yeah.
Out of his hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a cool part. So that's a little throwback to that with the cookie.
Yeah. But again, I mean, it looks good. I'm gonna be seated. I'm gonna be watching it. Now
we'll probably get a review out for that one when it comes.
Yeah, supposedly, when does it come out? March 8th. So it comes out in 3 months.
Yeah,
which is actually pretty surprisingly quick. So we'll be reviewing that next year. I guarantee it.
Maybe it's on our most anticipated list, 2024.
Maybe. But yeah, it looked fun. So that's gonna do it for us here. If you have thoughts on this trailer, please leave it down below as always. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and of course follow us on the links like I said before. And I'm Cameron. This is Jacob, and we will see y'all on the next episode of Slashers and Superheroes. Bye y'all.